Monday, September 12th, 2016, the second week of school, our first 5-day week. So let's see how we do. So when you walk in every day, entry screen tells you what to do. I'm supposing you can read it. So let's see if you can get on your Chromebook and as well as sit alphabetically by last name. We'll talk about why here in a minute. So the screens that you're going to see regularly now that we kind of have a normal routine going this week is here's your know, understands, and do's for the lessons. They often last more than a day. Science doesn't happen in 15-minute little mini lessons, so you'll often see these last for a day, a week, a unit. But we want to make sure you know how to log in your Chromebook and get in Classroom and use Remind and why it's important that you can do those things and the role of your phone. And things we'll definitely do is check our email, enroll in Classroom, and enroll in Remind if you so choose. There's the order of things. After we previewed the lesson just now, we're going to review the phone policy. We have to watch meds and electronics videos as per Mr. Abels in the office. Enroll in Classroom, and then we're going to go through our learning names, which goes back to that drawing activity we did last week. So there you go. Your name drawing, you need it out. Reviewing what we did last week. Charge your Chromebook. Hopefully it's ready today. We have some charging stations in class if you need them, but don't make it a regular occurrence. My class is not your charging class. You need to take on that responsibility for yourself. But sometimes things happen, so take advantage of it if you need it. CK12 extension working. You have a course description. The handbook's online through the Northlake website. Parents and students. Student handbook. How to keep your phone out of jail. Just like we have a jail for people that don't do things properly and need heavy-duty reinforcement, your phone is the same thing. Your phone is a learning tool. It is a fabulous learning tool. People need to learn how to use it. Adults aren't the best role models. I want to help you learn all the potential of your phone, which I try to not even call it a phone anymore. It's really a mobile device. All the apps you can use, and at the same time, learn to use it responsibly. It shouldn't interrupt us. It shouldn't be going off in class. It should be used for photographs. It should be used for video. It should be used for Google Classroom online. It can be used for researching stuff along with your Chromebook. It should be set anytime you need a reminder of something. You should be setting a reminder. There are things that phone does. That's why they make them. Again, reminder that if you've got earbuds, especially with inline mic, fabulous. If not, we'll still survive. I've got some other headphones you can borrow. Last of the protocol days, we watch the med video, electronics video, make sure we can do evacuations. Here are period by period enrolling in Google Classroom. So those are the enrollment codes. If you ever need it, refer back to this slide presentation. By the way, on a slide presentation, if you're in presentation mode, you won't notice the notes below each slide, but if you're not and you access it through Classroom, the About tab, you'll notice there's notes in the bottom. Use those for helpful information. And then also, if at any point you are stuck with one of Google's apps or applications that we use, this little three-colored circle here, which is now located in the upper right-hand corner of any screen that's a Google app, it has a built-in help menu with little tutorials and videos. So I won't necessarily explicitly teach everything we're going to do. I'll just mention that if you already don't know how to do it, with the help of your table mates or these little videos, you'll be able to do things like this in no time. So that's pretty much Monday. Other than giving us time, we're going to go around and introduce we're going to swap our drawing papers with other people. They're going to interview us for a minute or so, learn what's on the paper, and then we're going to stand up in pairs and they're going to introduce you. So if they have your paper, they're going to introduce you. If you're going to have somebody else's paper, you're going to introduce them, and we're going to go around the room and I'm going to show you how that information and associating with people and making up little stories about them, by the end of the day, we're going to have everyone's name memorized in class permanently. And if you think that's a challenge, I promise I will have every kid's name memorized by the end of today.
Hey.
All right, Tuesday, September 13th. And there's your entry screen. Here's our know, understands, and do's for the day. And And here's our lesson plan. Make sure you're enrolled in Google Classroom. We're going to review, remind you that there's a Google training built into all the Google products. Make sure you're signed up for Remind if you so choose. We're going to continue the name association activity using those those drawings about yourself, introducing each other and learning everyone's names. I've got a brain question for you, our first task on Google Classroom, and then we're going to check our emails. Reminder to keep your phone out of jail. Train it. If you don't train it, I'll train it for you. Here's a reminder of that built-in Google training. If you want to use the Remind service, if you text at CO406 to 81010, you'll receive a response that has a link to download the Remind app and automatically enroll you in class. I bet you can guess what this says. Do you see what I see? Talk about how impressive our human brains are and how we can understand each other in ways that no other organisms can. And we're going to take advantage of the power of our brains to associate information, connect with others, and learn everyone's name. All right, so today's topic, content-wise, is brain science. We'll lead into, this one always cracks me up, parts of the brain and what they do, and maybe why. You'll understand a little bit more why adolescence is such a dynamic time in your life, and it is because of this nuclear accumbens thing. Given time over the next week, we'll learn more and more about the segments of the brain. So that's Monday, mostly learning everyone's name. Actually, I meant to say that was Tuesday because it's Wednesday, September 14th, 2016. There's your entry task. Reminder to train your phone. Our main understanding is misconceptions about the brain. The name activity's taken a while, so we're going to move slowly, finish up the names activity, check our email. I've got a student form for you. It's only 4 questions, period, and your first and last name and your student number. I need that to automate some things in Google. And then we're back into Classroom. Once we're done, making sure we have everyone's names. Here's what we're after. This is the information processing standard from the Next Generation Science Standards. This is written for middle school. So this is what we need to accomplish. Now this is in teacher words, so we'll kind of break this down and talk about what it means. And this will also lead back to, if you listen to the curriculum night presentation, our 4 levels of rubric, scoring 1, 2, 3, and 4. If we meet this, you get a score of a 3, and we'll talk about how that's going to happen in this unit. If you go on to Classroom, there's an assignment number 001, and which the hashtag in 3 numbers means that it's going to be an assessment, or it's going to be graded and go in the grade book. Anything that's numbered with a hashtag or number sign in front of it is a graded assignment. So we're starting you off with 001. There's some unit questions we want to kind of address and see what we check our previous knowledge before moving on. And that is Wednesday. All right, Thursday, September 15th. There's your entry screen. There's your know, understand, and do's. We did add, we want you to know what a brain is and how a brain operates based on our discussions. And we're going to go out and try to research and share information that we find on the brain. Name association activity. This needs to be wrapped up. Basically, I'm giving kids a chance to go around the room and see if they can name everybody for a reward. A bulldog buck or a piece of chocolate. And then we're going to spend the rest of the time together collaborating on 001 brain unit. Make sure your forms are filled out from the student information forms, and that that's marked as done on Classroom. Back to the brain science, back to meeting this standard, and to do so, I'm going to escape out of here and jump over to Classroom and show you assignment 001, and there are these brain science unit questions. There's the brain science standard, and then there's a shared Google slide for our class. And what we're going to do is, I've got some questions started for you already to kind of model what modern school looks like. We've got a topic. We can generate some questions about it. We can use the internet to go find information, evaluate sources, and we can see how far up the standard list we can go, whether it's a 1, a 2, or 3, or 4. and work together to share that information in slideshow on Google Slides to help everybody learn together. So we're going to get that started today and give you time to do that. And that is September 15th. All right, Friday, September 16th. We made it a full 5-day week. It's picture day. I hope you look pretty through your wellness class. Get a hold of your parents if you didn't bring your picture packet. Let's see what else we got going on today. Oh, the focus on collaboration and the risks of being online. One of the things that we have in our class in science this Friday is Safe Online Talk digital citizenship lesson. So we're going to spend some time there and less time on the brain. Giving a few more kids a chance to name everybody in class, and then we'll move on to the digital citizenship lesson. So here it is. This is actually a live link to Safe Online Talk. We watch a video and talk about some scenarios in which kids are online and whether we feel they're safe or not. The lesson is kind of centered around a traffic light. Green means clear. What the kids are doing is safe. Yellow means they should proceed with caution, and red means this is a situation that they want to get out of. It's not safe. They need to know more information. And it turns out that's all the further we get today. We really don't spend any time on brain science. So there you go. First full week of school, week number 2 in the books.